What's up, everybody? It's Ryan, and welcome back to my channel. I ain't gonna lie, I like having a little channel. I like being able to talk, you know what I'm saying, just giving my thoughts and just, you know, express myself. There's one thing I want to talk about today. One very specific topic, and it's sports. Now, this is my channel. Can I be honest? Will you allow me to be honest and, you know, give my unfiltered, unadulterated thoughts? I don't usually partake in a lot of watching sports. I don't really watch sports. I'll watch like highlights, you know. I watch, and I don't watch a lot of different sports. The only sports I really watch if something big is happening is like soccer, basketball, maybe track and field, maybe tennis. Like those are the main sports. But the only sport I really do watch is basketball. Basketball is the only sport. And soccer. World Cup time, you know, I'm watching soccer. I don't watch any other sport other than that. And because I'm talking about sports, we need to talk about these New York Knicks. I was gonna go on should I go on a whole critique rant about sports and everything? About football? Okay, let me be honest. I have a personal vendetta against American football. I'm not gonna lie. Me and American football, I don't get along with that. I really don't like American football at all. I think American football should just go away. I'm not gonna lie. But that's a time for a different discussion. That's neither here nor there. Let's talk about the New York Knicks. Now, I know everybody has been seeing the New York Knicks videos and how crazy New York is and, you know, how wild it is. But I'm here to tell you that it's even crazier in person. In person, it's even crazier. I know people see those videos and have so many, you know, comments to make. My thing is, it's actually, even though it's wild, it's so wild and it's so crazy, it's so much fun. I was in New York for, I think, the game 4 win. I don't remember. Game 3, I remember I was there for a win, a loss, and then a win. It was so much fun. I'm telling you, the whole city is united. Everybody's on one page. And I know a lot of sports downers and sports critics are gonna be like, oh, why can't they do this right now? I know, I personally agree, but the fact that the New York Knicks won and it was so energetic and the city was lit up and it was hype and everybody was like on the same page. There was so much camaraderie. There's so much like love. There's so much you know, everybody was just happy. Everybody was cool with each other. There was no divide. It was so much fun, and it was crazier in person. Now I just want to talk about some things that made it crazier, because there's all different types of videos that are online right now. You can go and check out a bunch of Knicks stuff. But in person, there was some things that didn't get shown. When I was there was a dude there with, let me tell some New York Knicks war stories. New York Knicks crowd war stories. There was a dude in the crowd with a snake. He had a snake around his neck, and he was like, "Go Knicks!" And he would lift up the snake, and everybody would be like, "Oh my gosh, go Knicks!" There was a dude with a snake. There was like there was a dude riding a city. I think there was this video going around, but there was a dude riding a city bike. They lifted the automatic city bike and they lifted the dude. I was like, no way. The dude was probably like 170, 180 pounds, and then the city bike was probably like another 100 pounds. Those automatic city bikes are heavy. Maybe I'm over exaggerating. Maybe like 70 pounds. They lifted him into the air on the bike. I said, what? People were throwing water bottles. I got hit in the face with a couple water bottles. People were splashing drinks. They had champagne. They were showing champagne in the middle of the crowds. There was this one guy. I was walking past this one dude. He was on the phone with this guy named Matt or something. And then he was like screaming at him. He's like, "Matt, I told you we was gonna win." And everybody was like, "Yeah, Matt, we told you." And he was like, "Yo, say something to Matt. Say something to Matt." I was like, Matt, I know you lied. You knew we were gonna win." He was like, "Yeah, Matt, you heard that?" It was like, what? He was just a random dude talking to this guy named Matt. And then he just everybody was screaming at Matt. I was like, dang. There was giant mosh pits everywhere, music everywhere. There was one time, after they won the second game, I was trying to find my friends. I was like, where am I? Like, where am I going? I think I was on like 35th Street. I was walking. This couple wanted me to take a photo of them, so I took a picture of them. I was just walking, and then all of a sudden there's a big crowd. The dude with the Frieza hat is there with the briefcase. I was like, what? Frieza's here? And then I turned to the right, there's a giant mosh pit. There's a white LeBron James. I'm like, is that white LeBron James? They grab onto the jersey, they rip the jersey off of him, they burn it. You turn around, there's a girl on the light pole. You turn around, the dudes who do the biking, like they bike the visitors around. They're throwing a part, like they have a microphone, they have speakers on the little bike, and they're playing Bobby Shmurda, they're playing Chief Keef. I'm like, what? It's like what? It's like there's a dude trying to turn in the car, they're smacking his car, they're like what? I don't know. It's crazy, and it's even crazier. I'm trying to go back to New York. Right now it's Tuesday. Right now it's Monday. Is it Monday? Right now it's Monday. I'm trying to go back for Thursday for the parade. That's gonna be crazy. The parade is gonna be crazy. I'm not gonna lie. And you know, it's an exciting time, especially for all the basketball fans. Now let me go back to talking about sports. I don't really watch a lot of sports. I'm not really, at this point in time, like, the only sport I really would give any time to is basketball. And that's about it. I'm not watching really nothing else. And the World Cup at this point in time. But I think the fact that basketball is this big now it's great. I love basketball. Basketball is one of the, in my opinion, basketball is one of the best sports ever. And I'm so glad that it's getting a lot of attention. People used to down basketball for some reason. I don't know why. People used to hype football up for some reason. I don't know why. This is a great time, and I'm going back to the Knicks. So if you're going to the Knicks, yeah, you might see me in the crowd.